Hello and welcome to another episode of Parenting 101. My name is Dale Ian Pindling. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you get over to Instagram as well. And Facebook as well. And LinkedIn as well. You can find me anywhere, okay? So today I want to talk a little bit about what you should be teaching your kids, okay? And I'll start it off by telling you a little story. All right. When I was younger, I think about a teenager, my uncle used to tell me about this story about this Jamaican man, because my family is Jamaican. All right. He was living in Canada, and he started buying up real estate. Okay. The reason why it stood out is because most of us, we don't really buy real estate like this. We don't invest in real estate like this. So when this man started doing it, it really brought him a lot of attention, and it made a big splash, because we're not used to seeing all of this, these type of things happen. So this man started buying up real estate. I think he bought maybe 2 buildings at first. And then he bought a few more, and he bought a few more, until at one point he had apartments. At another point he had about 20 different buildings, single family homes, multi-family homes, and apartments. Okay. Unfortunately, this man, he ended up going through a few things in his life. I think maybe it had been gambling problems, or, he had certain affairs that, kind of brought him down and put him in a place where he could no longer afford to manage the buildings. And he lost one here and he lost one there. And at the end of the day, or at the end of his investing career, he went down to only one building. Okay. Which, was not that admirable. However, my uncle still used to tell me this story, and he would tell me the story over and over and over, to the point where it would just get stuck in my head, the whole idea of this man having that many buildings and collecting this much rent per month just really thrilled me. And I can swear to you guys, sometimes I'll go with my uncle, because he would do contract work, and I don't know if he remembered, but he probably told me this story maybe about 10 times or more. Okay, or more. So it just got lodged in my brain. It got lodged in my head, and the whole idea of myself following in that man's footsteps, just manifested in my mind, to the point where when I was choosing what I wanted to do for college, one of my requirements, aside from helping people in life, was that I'll be able to make a certain amount. After I graduate and I go into the field, I'll be able to make a certain amount so that I could save enough to buy some real estate. Okay, to buy a multifamily dwelling. Okay. I had planned this out based on that story, and based on the idea that my family also had bought, a few things, a few buildings, and I had learned that I had family, where I lived many years ago, who had, multiple properties, these types of things. So it just it inspired me, and it showed me what could actually be done, because I know a lot of people, they their minds are closed off to what can happen. So this opened my mind, even further. Okay. So like I was saying, when I was in college, I decided that, I will go into a field of study that will lead me to acquire a job that allow me to save a certain amount per month, so that I could put it towards the investment in a building, a multifamily building. Okay. And this is what I did. All right. And at the end of it, whenever I graduated, I got a job, and within a year and a half, I believe, I bought a building, just like that. Okay. And then after that, years later, I bought another one, just like that. Okay. Now, I say this to say that what you need to be doing is what my uncle was doing for me. All right? You need to talk to your kids about money. All right? You need to tell them stories, all right, about money. You need to fill their mind, with ideas about money and about what is possible. All right? Because I see it too much. I see, kids, especially the kids that I work with, who are from like the inner city and from, different neighborhoods that are struggling. They can't conceive the idea that they could actually, become something. They could actually do something that is great. All right. And the reason why I'm telling you about money is just because money is a tool. All right. And it's a very valuable tool. Okay. And with it, you can do a lot of things. All right. You can do a lot of good. You can do a lot of evil. But when you have it, all right, and you have a problem, all right, it's much easier to face most of the problems that we have in the world today, okay, with a certain amount of money, all right, rather than just going at it yourself, all right, having to beg somebody else or whatever, okay. Without the money, you won't be able to erect these big churches, all right. You won't be able to build your hospitals, okay. You won't be able to have your schools, all right, and get the uniforms on your kids' backs, okay. You won't be able to have your extracurricular activities. All right. So if anybody is out there and they're thinking like, I shouldn't be pushing this idea about teaching your kids about money. All right. You're wrong, because we need money to do everything, to pay somebody to drive your kid to school on the school bus. All right. We need money. We need money to pay the hall monitors. All right. All of that. Anyway, that's just my rant. Okay. But so you need to talk to your kids about money, inspire them, give them ideas. All right. I wouldn't to go into the, when you're beginning to do this, I would not to go into the whole, the detail about it, the how you can build tax benefits and how you could save in this. No, you need to inspire your kids, all right, to have their mind on making money. Okay, this is what a lot of different ethnicities they do. Okay, and others, they don't focus on these things. But if you want your kid to come out to something in this day and age, you have to inspire them. You got with the desire to make money, all right, and to make it in a legal way, all right. You need to talk to them. You need to open up dialogue with them. Dialogue has to be there. And this is one of the things that needs to be out in the forefront, okay? Especially in 2018 and beyond. All right? Don't think that you're just gonna have your kid there and he's just gonna learn how to do this or do that. All right? If you don't inspire your kid and motivate them to make money, they're gonna have the same money problems that maybe you have today. All right? But instead, if you inspire your kid, you get him out there. Maybe he's selling lemonade or something like that on the corner. All right, you put his mind in motion. You put the cells in his mind in motion. All right, when it comes to making money. All right, so that when he's older, all right, it will be natural for him or her. Okay, this is what you have to do. You have to do, if you really care about your kid. All right, in this day and age, this is what you have to do. Okay. Take them off the video games for a few seconds, pull them to the side, or when you're bringing them somewhere, let them know, this thing or that thing. Show them the benefits of money. All right, show them what can be done with money. But always, like I said, talk in terms of legalities and things that because we don't want our kids in problems, but we want them to be productive and succeed. Okay. So so that's about it. Today it's all about money, and it's gonna get even more about money later on. Okay, because this is what you need. It's a hard pill to swallow. All right, a lot of you want to teach your kids about love and about the church and all this type of stuff. All right, and about hugging people and so on. But they got to survive. All right, we need our kids to survive in this day and age, and to, you know, be better than us. All right, and it's just 2018 and further on, it's about the dinero. Okay, so